Almost forgot. What's up guys, BTkicks here, back again with a brand new video. And I know I haven't been posting in a while, but I'm trying to slowly get through my backlog of sneakers. But let's get into the review. And I hope everybody out there is staying safe, staying healthy. It's getting crazy out there, cases are on the rise. So I hope everybody's just, keeping safe. Before we get into the review, if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe down to my channel down below, as well as follow me on Instagram at BTkicks for more sneaker content. Let's go! Bam! Here we have it, the Air Jordan 1 Hyper Royal. Now I know this particular colorway is super hyped. We had the University Blue colorway that dropped a couple weeks ago, and now the Hyper Royal. And between the two, let me know in the comment section down below which colorway you feel is better. Do you like the University Blue colorway or the Hyper Royal colorway? And honestly, when I first saw pictures of these, I just wasn't impressed at all. It's one of those shoes where I felt that the colorway was a little bit lazily executed, and on a Jordan 1 especially, it just feels like lackluster in my opinion. But let's get into the shoe. As usual, you have your standard Air Jordan 1 box with black and red Nike branding all over, and this has become sort of a staple for any Air Jordan 1. You see this box, you instantly know that the Air Jordan 1 is inside. And this is actually the first time I'm seeing these Hyper Royals in hand. So let's go ahead and check these out. Okay. Okay. So in pictures, honestly, they look much better. In hand, as I said before, they look a little underwhelming. It just feels like it's unfinished. Like it's just patches of Royal here and there. The suede is really rough. The material's not all that good. But let's get into more details. So before we get into the actual colorway, the Air Jordan 1 is a timeless, classic silhouette. You do have a high cut here, your standard solid outsole, Nike swoosh, Air Jordan branding on the side here, and Nike Air branding on the tongue. And this is another Jordan 1 silhouette with a new colorway. So people have really been hyping this up. Personally, I just don't see it, to be honest. You do get a sort of tie-dye-like effect on the Hyper Royal here, all around the suede toe box, on the wing side, the heel as well. The swoosh is a gray sort of leather, and on the side paneling, the materials they're not as good, to be honest, compared to the previous colors like we had on the University Blue or the Mocha. This is just one of those standard Air Jordan 1 models with nothing too outstanding in terms of materials. The quick material check. This sort of suede doesn't move as much as your normal suede. In fact, it's very rough. If you've ever seen these in hand, you know what I mean. This gives off a very raw and sort of unfinished vibe, and it actually is a lot lighter than it looks on camera, and in pictures it looks not too bad. And the colorway to me feels very unfinished. I wish this was darker, but in hand, I don't know if the camera can pick this up, they're actually a really light shade of blue with patches of, I want to say, unfinished gray all over, and this just feels very unfinished. And in my opinion, it's just not that nice. I don't foresee myself wearing these on feet or anybody's feet. They're just probably good for resale. Looking at the colorway even closer, you do get blue stitching all around here, royal blue, white Air Jordan logo, a gray swoosh, white side panelings, and a gray inner lining as well. I guess one saving grace, now that I've seen this in hand, is this area here, this padded heel area where it's really nice and soft, which I guess will make it for a comfortable wear. But apart from that, the materials and the colorway just don't impress me very much. It's not dark, it's not light, it's just sort of in between unfinished and finished, I guess. I get if they're trying to go for that Virgil off-white deconstructed look, but this color in particular, I just don't see it. It feels like someone painted a wall and they didn't layer over it or seal the paint underneath, and the cracks sort of seep through once it gets a little humid. This is what it feels like to me, this particular section here, and the overall sort of color blocking, it just doesn't do it for me. I guess some people might like this because it does feel like a tie-dye sort of colorway, but again, I feel like this is half-assed, as this doesn't look like it's finished all the way, and Nike just decided to release this as the Air Jordan 1 Hyper Royal. I really don't see myself wearing these or anybody else in fact. The Air Jordan 1 Hyper Royal does come with stock white laces partially laced up, and they do give you an extra set of royal blue laces. So I guess if you added these laces in, they will give them a more pop of color, but the white laces on its own does give it a sort of cleaner look in my opinion. So one thing I want to talk about as well is the amount of hype behind this colorway. Honestly, I don't think it's worth the current market price that it's going for right now. I see these going for about maybe 1,500 to 1,600 ringgit. If you're a reseller and you're going for retail, I guess you can see the appeal. But for the people who are interested in them to cop for the personal, I wouldn't pay so much personally. So overall, I rate the Air Jordan 1 Hyper Royal maybe a 6 out of 10, partial to the score because it is an Air Jordan 1, which is one of my favorite silhouettes of all time. But this colorway is it just doesn't do much for me. It doesn't excite me as much as the other Air Jordan 1 colorways. I also want to give a huge shout out to my guy 88 Young Plug for lending me these shoes to do a review on. If you guys need anything streetwear, luxury, or any items in particular, do hit him up. I'll leave his Instagram link in the description box down below so you guys can hit him up. So that takes care of the review, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope everybody is staying safe out there. Until next time, we out.